Let me share with you a nice idea that we learn in Pirkei Avot. Our sages teach us in Pirkei Avot, and namely in chapter 4 in the 4th Mishnah, and I quote, Rabbi Levitas of Yavne says, one must be exceedingly low of spirit. What does that mean, being low of spirit? The lowness of spirit mentioned here in the Pirkei Avot refers to humility. For anyone who is not humble, it says, besides for a grave sin that he is transgressing of haughtiness, which is a grave sin as we mentioned in itself, it can also lead to other transgressions and sins of the Torah. One of the sins to which haughtiness can lead a person is anger, which, as we know, is a very repulsive character trait indeed. Our sages taught in Nedarim, one who is angry does not even consider the presence of Hashem important. For when one is angry, one acts completely out of character and acts in ways that never would have occurred to him had he been in his right state of mind. For instance, and this, my friends, can happen to any one of us, whether if one starts to argue with one's wife, God forbid, or other family members or friends, this could sometimes cause one to say inappropriate things that he never would have said otherwise. All this was said in a brief moment of insanity. As a result of the hurtful and insulting things one says, one will need to work for numerous days and nights to repair the damage he has caused. There's a very interesting, kind of like a miracle anecdote that's brought down in a very known book, halachic book that's called the Kolbo. And the 200, towards the end, chapter, the 30th, the 299 chapter over there, records an incident that was once occurred with a man who was smitten with boils from head to toe, and whose entire body was racked by sores and fresh wounds. It was really a terrible sight, according to this story, this anecdote. Once his wife went on a certain Motzei Shabbat to draw water from the well and warm it up and drinking, as it was customary that to drink hot water Motzei Shabbat, it says in the Shulchan Aruch, and it's brought down in the Talmud and the Shulchan Aruch, that it's hot water on Motzei Shabbat is healing, it heals. So his wife went out to the well and she drew water from the well to warm it up for her husband, hopefully, and that he would heal from his boils. So at this particular time, it says, water for Miriam's well, which moves around from place to place as it's brought down in the Midrash, found its way into this particular well. The woman filled up her jug with water from this well and started home. Due to the weight of the jug of the water, the woman's arrival home was delayed. It took her a little bit of time. When she finally arrived, says the Kolbo, her husband became very agitated about her lateness and screamed at her. She became very scared, and the jug dropped from her shoulder and the water spilled in all directions. Only a few drops, says the anecdote, splash on the man's skin, and wherever they did, the boils were vanished and the skin under them became like as smooth as a baby. Had he not became angry, says the Kolbo, he would have been able to drink the water and become completely healed. The Kolbo says, as a result of that, one should always be careful when it comes to anger and haughtiness, and always be humble and have humility. Bochim to you. Boker.